Listen, I don't care how much you played. You're a leader on this team. Leaders, sometimes they have to do what's right, even if they don't like it.
Got it, Coach. I got you.
Yeah?
Well, the 2018 college football season has been a wild one, and we are down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in snowy, yes, snowy Arlington, Texas. Tonight, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Miami Hurricanes taking on the Red Raiders from Texas Tech.
What's up, bro? Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. Means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They will let him throw here on the very first play. Got his man. It's the All-American Isaiah Streets. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. First and 10 now for Texas Tech. They'll set up a throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Dancing to his left. He's to the 10. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught. It's Streets. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and 1. Buying time, and he will score. It's a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Red Raiders have taken the early lead. So make that one drive, one touchdown for the college career of our quarterback.
And we don't have to worry about it, but what if this drive had gone badly? Think about the spiral he could have fell into, the self-doubt, but zero doubt on that drive, in control right from the start.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, the Red Raiders set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. On first down, Larson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The Hurricanes, of course, a three-time national champion back in the 80s, 83, 87, 89. They then added two more for good measure in 91 and 2001. But they haven't held that trophy since. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On third down, Gregory. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Consecutive gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards brings up fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
He will not be throwing to start out as they begin on the ground. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down now, it's Young. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Pope. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the first quarter. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
That escapes the sack. Just keeping the point, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. It's a secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. It's caught. Jones. And he will get this into the end zone for a Red Raider touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Red Raiders push that advantage out a little bit more. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, the Red Raiders set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0. And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back at their high school days right here in Texas, just outside of Houston. Zeke was the star quarterback, a 4-year starter, 8,000 passing yards. Isaiah, a year younger, he was the receiver. The two of them told recruiters, you know we're a package deal, so if you're coming to get us, you're getting both of us. And Zeke actually recruited by both of these teams playing here tonight.
And the two had dreams of playing for a national championship together, and now Isaiah with a chance to fulfill at least part of that dream. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Here's this out for Streets. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10. The Red Raiders with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Pass interference.
Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. The Red Raiders come up now, 1st and goal. Back to throw here. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got...
And that'll be caught in the end zone for a Red Raider touchdown. Jalen Byrd there to make the grab. And the Red Raiders push that advantage out a little bit more. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Let's go.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the bounces down the right side. And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will get them one closer. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. Well, you have to think to this point in the semifinal matchup, you've got to be very impressed with the way that he's moved this offense. And they really have not missed a beat from the way that Marcus Washington led them during the regular season. If anything, actually, they might be moving the ball a little bit better. 2nd and 3. He'll have a first down past the 40. Quick slant caught by Streets. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. You know, you think back to what kind of parallels you can draw for what this young quarterback is trying to do, trying to lead a team to a national championship with so little experience. And the one name that I come back to, Cardale Jones at Ohio State back in the 2014 season. Very similar situation. Limited appearances through the first few years of his career. Then all of a sudden he's thrust into the national spotlight, just like this young man has been. And all Jones was able to do, well, win a national championship and then move on to a career in the NFL. So it can definitely happen. And that'll be caught in the end zone for a Red Raider touchdown. Isaiah Streets there to make the grab. And the Red Raiders push that advantage out a little bit more. Well, when we were setting up and going over our run-throughs early this afternoon, and I'm talking 6 hours before kickoff, we saw Isaiah Streets out there alone with just his young quarterback and center going through all sorts of different routes, making sure that they had everything ironed out, and it pays off there on the touchdown throw. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Following the touchdown, the Red Raiders set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second.
And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown. So a blistering start to this first half. We wondered how this young quarterback would handle the pressure, and there is a lot of pressure. Well, how about 3 first-half touchdown passes? Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Pushing through the contact. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Texas Tech offense about ready to go here for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
We up. Who's up? We up. Let's go. Hey, Ken. Just checking in with you. How'd you feel about the first half?
That's how we play. Let's go. We had a great first half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of wheeze in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates. But you remember, you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. Second half. Let's go.
Hey,
Coach,
really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the defense. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
First and 10 now for Texas Tech. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Texas Tech, a newcomer to the college football playoff. They have won 11 conference titles in their history. But, boy, this would be quite a feat to make a run through these games in Dallas and Santa Clara. Oh, good move. Oh, now he bowls him over. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Second and 10. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. He'll look to throw. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They're going to look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the ground, it's Joseph. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now Gregory. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On second down, it's Larson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. From 3 yards out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. What a game he's had throwing the football. This is now 4 touchdown passes, and this offense has had very little drop-off from Marcus Washington. Starting to get a sense who might be on your weekly cover of your favorite sports magazine this week. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Runs through the contact. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Red Raider offense set to take over here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Isaiah Street's the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Going on the ground with Bird. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
There he goes left side. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Red Raiders, they have made the decision to go for two here. They'll drop the throw, eluding the pressure right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Following the touchdown, the Red Raiders sent to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Gregory will look to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Given 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run on 1st down. McMillan. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pope. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. The Red Raiders with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Fights through and now a crease. Whoa, it still won't go down. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4.
And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds. So no recovery, but on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. 18 yards the gain for number 18. First down now, but that clock rolling. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf. Hey, lock it.
On first down, McMillan stays on his feet, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Oh, he's got some breathing room. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really your blockers. And
Ready. Hey, we gotta get to that. Let's go, defense.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll run on first down. McMillan. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down. So on the strength of 3 touchdown passes in the first college start for their senior quarterback, the Red Raiders of Texas Tech are moving on to play for their first national championship on Monday, January the 7th.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national championship, but nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Woo. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football is my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Look, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well.
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I'm gonna do pink, no question. Definitely pink.
Pink, no question.
Come on.
No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Now it's playing. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches its horn. Silver.
I'd go with onyx.
Onyx. Okay. I told you she's a pro.
Hey, how are you? Todd Atwood. I'm Emily's dad.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second? She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I said 4.
4 touchdowns. Is that okay?
Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes!
Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
It was nice to meet you, Emily.
You too.
All right.
We're days away from the national championship game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoff semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
Not at all.
That's it? No.
No, that's it. But hold on. I don't think he has to be. And let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do.
Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at the table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. And he's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL. He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?
Hey, can I talk to you a minute?
Sure, Coach.
You know, I know it's hard to shut out all the noise. And it's a lot of pressure. The only thing that we can control is what's right in front of us. And what's right in front of us is a game of football. Same rules as always. So you gotta take a step back. All right? You gotta breathe it in. You find a way to appreciate this moment, this time with your teammates, take in the crowd. Man, you do that, and everything gets real quiet. All right, so breathe, take it in. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
I got you, Coach. Yeah, thanks.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Florida Gators taking on the Red Raiders from Texas Tech. One game to decide it all. It's the College Football Playoff National Championship, and off we go from Levi's Stadium. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. This will be a carry for Clements. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd down now, it's Jennings, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. For the Gators, they are in search of their 4th national title in school history. They lifted the trophy for the first time back in '96, and then most recently they were champions in 2006 and again in 2008. On 3rd down, it's Jennings, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Reddick sets to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give it to Jennings. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Reddick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Reddick, and that's caught by Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Lakin Smith, 44 yards. And the Gators have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Down 7-0. Work to do already as he gets set to begin college game number 2. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Pope. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. But Charles, the success that this quarterback had in this semifinal, how does it translate here?
Well, it certainly helps his mindset because he has to have a lot of confidence going into this one.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 37 yards. 1st and 10 now for Texas Tech. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Runs over him. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. This Texas Tech offense, historically, they've liked to throw the football around the yard. 2nd in the country in pass completions this season. And even with a backup quarterback at the helm, and we kind of talked about this in the semifinal, but their staff told us the formula's not changing. They believe in him, and they believe in this system. They think he can make every throw that Marcus Washington can make. And we saw that in the semis, and now it carries over to the championship. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. He may try. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. The Red Raiders, they have made the decision to go for 2 here. Looking to throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2, they convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Following the touchdown, the Red Raiders set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, here's Jennings. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Smith catches left side. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On the ground, it's Clements. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Clements. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 40. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and they're rumbling. You can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
That one goes for 30 yards. If you were with us for the semifinal, we told the story. I mean, this is a quarterback who was heavily recruited out of high school 4 years ago. On signing day, had all the hats in front of him. People weren't sure where he was going to go. So many different offers. Wound up here, and it hasn't been the script he probably would have written, but what a storybook in. And that'll be caught in the end zone for a Red Raider touchdown. Reader Daly there to make the grab. And the Red Raiders push that advantage out a little bit more. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, the Red Raiders set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That goes for a gain of 31. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. 1st and 10, Florida. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 2. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. Chris Arnold there to make the grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than
right.
down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Texas Tech offense about ready to go here for their next possession. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Charles, we talked in the semifinal about Isaiah Street's brother Ezekiel, lost due to leukemia exactly 1 year ago today. But since then, Isaiah's been active in trying to help those who are going through the same struggles his brother went through. He formed a real bond, in fact, over the summer with one of them, 11-year-old cancer patient Emily Atwood of Centerville, Texas. And we're told that Emily and her father, and this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time. They'll look to throw. And that'll be caught in the end zone for a Red Raider touchdown. Isaiah Street in the final seconds of the first half. And the Red Raiders push that advantage out a little bit more. So now 2 touchdown passes thrown, and we talked earlier about the young cancer patient, Emily Atwood. She asked him a week ago for 4 touchdown passes. Heck, he's already halfway there.
Yeah, Isaiah Street relayed that story to us. It's a pretty tall task for a second career start. But the way he's looked these last couple of games, he's not fazed by the request, is he? He's halfway there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right?
What?
Look, just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Got it. Hey, you know how much this means to me, right?
Of course I do.
Then make it happen.
Okay, man.
Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Red Raider offense set to take over here. They've got to like their position. They lead this championship game, 2 quarters to play. What's the course of action in the second half?
I think you continue to show your quarterback that you've got faith in him. Continue to run the offense the way you did in the first half. Continue to give him opportunities. But behind his back, head coach is telling the offensive play caller, if you see any moments where it feels too big for him, be ready to dial this game plan back.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught. Jones. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Red Raider touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Red Raiders push that advantage out a little bit more. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10, and he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Just 1 half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Texas Tech offense about ready to go here for their next possession. They'll try and start this drive in the air. So, CD, you look at our quarterback. He's said it. He's been consistent. This is it. I'm graduated. I'm not going to go the grad transfer route. It's time for me to move on. If you're an NFL scout, do you see enough in him to think he's got a future in this league with this little experience that we've seen?
Every scouting instinct tells me to tell him to go the graduate transfer route. But you know how it is nowadays. And look, he's played awfully well against 2 top 5 defenses. Someone's going to take a shot and give this guy a look.
Well, several teams need a quarterback. You think about the Cardinals, they're going to be picking number 1, but Giants figure to be in the market, Broncos, Bengals, possibly the Raiders. So there's going to be some teams looking.
And don't forget, backups are at a premium in this league, and this guy could be a developmental player. Draft him, let him work in your organization for a while, learn the playbook, sit for a while, because down the road, he could turn out to be a gem.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be caught in the end zone for a Red Raider touchdown. Zalante Jones with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Red Raiders push that advantage out a little bit more. There you go, Charles. Apparently all she had to do was ask. How about that? His 4th touchdown pass in this championship game.
Give her credit for asking. Give him credit for living up to it. And I bet they're both relieved that there won't be another game. She might ask for 8 touchdown passes in that one.
Following the touchdown, the Red Raiders set to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. They'll look to throw here. The open man is Smith. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it in for a Gator touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is fielded at the goal line. And now running right through it. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Red Raiders with a 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And he lost 6 there on the 1st down play. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's an option play left. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Chris Arnold, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here's Reddick.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Red Raider offense set to take over here. And this certainly a nerve-wracking time for both of these fan bases. Heck, my palms are sweating here in the booth, and I've got no dog in the fight. Can't imagine what it's like for an inexperienced quarterback.
But bottom line is, this drive starts with a coaching staff telling this young man to breathe. And I know that seems simple, but find a way to relax, let your talents come out, because this is where we're going to find out just how good he is, the biggest drive of his career.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
70, India.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Boy, this tackles, that could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Now back to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. 1st and 10 now for Texas Tech. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Buying time, and he will have a touchdown. taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Gators now with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. How about this story? Behind a quarterback who had never taken a snap at a college football game until 9 days ago, they are the national champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the podium at midfield for the presentation of the College Football Playoff National Championship Trophy as we present your college football national champions, the Texas Tech Red Raiders.
Jack Ford. Talk about a long shot. And as a man who's known as the quarterback whisperer, and I suggest you trademark that, by the way, how are you feeling about your quarterback right now?
I tell you, this kid's amazing. He worked around the clock to prepare for this game. I never seen anything like it. And I am so proud of what he's done, and under this kind of pressure. Hope all you NFL scouts out there are paying attention, because this kid's special.
Come on, man.
You deserve it, son. Congratulations.
Coach, this is you, man. This is great. Thank you.
A perfect end to a too short season. You're leaving here a champion.
It's better than I ever thought it would feel. I can't even describe it, really. It's just to be up on the stage, celebrating with these guys. It's perfect. It's just perfect.
It is a perfect end, but it seems like you put up a pretty good case that it shouldn't be today. How do you feel about that?
I think I gave myself a shot. If the NFL comes calling, I'll pick up the phone. But this guy over here, this guy, take that trophy, man.
Absolutely. Isaiah Streets, we are all aware of the loss of your brother and what it took to be here today. But can you tell us, in this moment, how you're feeling right now?
It's lots of feelings, Taylor. I made a promise to my brother that I was going to... You know, none of this would have been possible without this man right here. This dude came into an impossible situation. He's got heart. Love you, man.
Hey, I love you, man.
See? This was for you, baby! Yeah! This was for you! Yeah! And let's go!
A lot of emotions out on the field tonight. This is what football is all about. About getting hit and getting back up. And as you can see, in a season that was characterized by overcoming, these guys did just that. and won a national championship. Back to you guys.
Right. Right. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he's actually right here. Okay, hang on.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? It's Emily's dad. Look, I know that you got a lot on your plate, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I did want to tell you that Emily's out of her surgery, and she is doing great. She got to see the game and everything. You have made a fan for life in her.
Thank you so much for the kind words. Please have Emily stay in touch.
I will. Thank you. All right, bye.
Take care.
Even, baby.
College football season's wrapped up and the draft is 2 months away. Today, we kick off the NFL Scouting Combine. Over the next 7 days, more than 300 college prospects will run, jump, catch, and throw for NFL coaches and scouts. Kyle, who's your player to watch?
Okay, it's the mythical backup quarterback who just won a national championship. This guy who's played in two games, and we're saying maybe a third-round pick? Come on, the hype is unreal.
Kyle, he did win a national championship.
Yes, he did. It was incredible. Peter, 8 quarters of football, third-round pick. Get out of here.
If he blows up the combine like some people expect, he could be a first-round draft
No way.
pick.
No, Nate, no way.
Listen, this isn't a particularly strong draft class for the quarterback position. And you know when that happens, teams get desperate for that QB, and they start to reach a little bit.
Guess we'll find out soon.
Yes, I hear you, and I've been hearing you for the last 15 minutes. I'm on top of it. How many times do you need to... Yes, I'm on top of it. I'm meeting with... I've got a few other guys to meet this week, and then I know that there's a time restraint. I understand that.
Thanks for taking the time to meet me.
Yes. Well, I know what he wants. I understand what he wants. He's told me what he wants. You don't have to tell me what he wants as well, okay? Just, can you hold on for a second?
Okay, but
Thank you. No, just be quiet. I take any of the other top quarterbacks available, and I get praise, and I get to keep my job. I pick you, a player that barely even picked up a ball in college, and then I'm nuts. And the seat that I've got to sit on gets red hot. So why don't you tell me why you should even be on my radar?
I just won a national championship. And that's not the last trophy I plan to have on my mantle. You pick me, you better clear your shelf for some hardware.
Hey, I'm gonna have to call you back.
Call me back, but...
Yes, I'll have to call you back.
Hey, I love you.
I love you too, Dad.
Bye.
Are you for real? You know, you and I have a mutual friend, Mr. Jack Ford. He and I served on the same staff in St. Louis. What do you think he would have to say about your ability to lead a locker room?
Navigating a locker room can be tricky. I do my best. I try to find a balance between being the locker room guy and then the guy that the coaches can rely on to get the team bought in. But it's hard.
You know, Jack had some concerns about your leadership. But I'm not seeing that. Little inside scoop, the owner wants someone with the measurables. So you go out there, and you impress. You'll be on our radar.
I can do that.
Don't let me down.
Thank you.
Hand over your phone. I want to check your internet history.
You want me to give you my phone? Is it that just like normal procedure?
You bet it is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Well, at least now I know I can trust you with your playbook.
Yes, you can.
You're on a mountain in Alaska on a bus going 100 miles an hour. Where are you sitting on the bus?
Bus in Alaska. I go front of the bus.
Not middle.
Nope.
Have you looked at the engine before you even got into the bus? Did you check the tire pressure?
I hired a professional mechanic to inspect every part of the bus, as he is more qualified than me, and I am aware of my strengths and weaknesses.
Are you being cute with me, son?
No.
You're not. Now give me a serious answer. Would you be in the front of the bus, the middle of the bus, or the back of the bus, or the passenger side of the bus?
I already answered the front of the bus.
Why?
Because if I can see where we're going, I can make sure. Well, okay, is that the wrong answer?
Funny how many eyes are on us right now, huh? Breaking us down, picking us apart. Every mistake amplified. But we got it though, right? At least I know I do.
Hey, I'm looking for your agent.
I don't have an agent.
Didn't have an agent. Les Moore, congratulations.
For what?
For getting an agent. Me. Boom.
I don't think... Have I met you before?
You're about to know me.
Quarterbacks, group 4.
Looks like you're up to throw, kid. Go get him. Or should I say, go get him, client. You,
No, I'm good, man, yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Got a lot of people already. Full roster. 2 full.
Let's go, 30 base. Hit it. Come on, set. 10-2, get it. Set up. 8, read. 5. Here we go, set. 7, ready. Ready. 10 Lobo. Shoot. Ready. Hut. Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hut, go. Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Hut. On the set. Now. Set, ready. Set, go. Down. 60 old Big Ripper. Big Ripper. You ready? Hit it. Here we go. 50, plant. Get it. Set. 60 out, 5. Let's go. 18, Gator. Ready. Ready, set. Shoot. set. 15 to hook. Head up. 18 Gator. Let's go. Here we go. Set. 30 base. Head up. Ready, ready. 10-2 step. Ready. 8 read. Set go. Ready. Big river. Big river. Got it. Hit it. Here we go. Set it.
Thanks, man.
New York fans were very vocal about you this week on social media. How would you feel about playing for the Giants?
Well, they're right. That's a team that needs a leader, and they know I could be the guy for them.
Very true.
What do you feel is your biggest strength as an NFL quarterback?
Well, I pride myself in my ability to get the job done. I'm able to focus and perform under pressure. I think you guys saw that in the college playoff.
You definitely did.
What do you say to the critics that think you weren't ready to play in the NFL?
Have any of these critics ever played football? Honestly, I don't care what they say. It's all white noise to me. All that really matters is what those NFL teams think, guys.
Let's say this all doesn't work out for you. What's your plan B?
No plan B for me.
It's a great answer.
It's very smart. Thank you.
Bavarian chocolate cake. Nice twist. That's my client. Let it go to voicemail. Build some anticipation. But if you answer it, you'll show that the teams can count on you. So, answer it.
Hello?
Congratulations. You're one of the select few players invited to this year's NFL draft in Nashville. Please have your agent contact our office, and we'll see you in the Music City in April.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes! Oh, sorry. Wait. What are you gonna wear?
I never even thought about that.
Come on, Les. Think. What is he gonna wear? A suit.
I don't have a suit.
We can purchase one.
Okay. Give him the goods. Get this guy out, huh? It's a winner right there. Yeah. Come on, give him the turn. Give him a spin. That's it. Yeah, drink it all in.
It's okay, you don't have to do that. It's okay.
I don't think I have to do that.
Okay, right.
Give me the over-shoulder look.
There he is.
Look right here.
Looking good, man. Look my way. Hey, my way.
What's going on?
Just you, please.
Yeah, no. Take it all in. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Hey, this guy. How are you?
Welcome to the 2019 National Football League Draft live on NFL Network. An amazing spectacle right here in Nashville, Tennessee that has been filled with intrigue and drama, and it is all about to suddenly subside with answers to long-standing questions involving the Heisman Trophy winner, Kyler Murray. DJ, you're first. What are you expecting to see tonight?
Well, I'm just waiting for this first pick, not knowing what's going to happen with the first pick, and Kyler Murray specifically. That, to me, is the biggest story in this entire draft.
And for me, over the last few years, it's been about movement to get quarterbacks. You know, I'm looking to see, is there going to be some movement? Are people going to start jumping up?
There's 6 picks left in the first round. Can't afford my condo representing a second rounder. Sorry. Need more clients. Signal in here. Stinks. Hey, anybody know how much a 26th pick makes? No? If that's the bank calling about my condo loan, tell them I'm not here. Just...
Hello?
This is Vic Fangio, head coach of the Denver Broncos. We've had our eyes on you for a while. We're hoping to be able to add you to the team, and congratulations, and hopefully you'll be ready to compete.
Coach, I'm ready to make 25 other teams regret their decision.
That's what I like to hear. Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
I like to put these numbers together and see which position they focused on. And guess which position the Denver Broncos spent more time on than any other position? The quarterback position.
Here we go. Here's the commissioner of the Broncos pick.
And with the 26th pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select...
Start at the top, gentlemen. The Broncos. Draft winners, draft losers.
Losers.
How could you call them losers?
They feel the need of a quarterback. It's great. They feel the need. They got a quarterback. Yay! And they spent a first-round pick on a 6th-round talent. That's a winner.
6th-round talent? Did you watch this dude play?
Yeah.
Did you see him at the combine?
Thank you.
Are you serious? He's been jumping up the draft boards for months.
Yeah, I watched him sit on the sideline in college. He couldn't even start for his college team. He's going to save an NFL franchise. Sure he is.
And I'll tell you why, because this isn't college. For the first time in his life, he actually has a coaching staff who is putting their faith in him. A coaching staff that actually believes in him.
So where are we headed?
Oh, isn't it on the app?
That you?
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't gonna say anything because I'm a professional. But for what it's worth, I think you are the guy that's gonna turn things around here for our quarterback situation.